Well, hello, let's just do a little focus test to see where. So we're not going to go any closer than that. We forgive you, Nigel Danson. I didn't realise at the time when you were selling me the Nikon Z7 II that you were an ambassador, but it's okay, because the minute I got the camera in my hand, the Z7 II, I suddenly realised what it was all about. Now, this video, I want to just go over a little bit about my journey through the Nikon Z system and give you some thoughts and ideas from a non-ambassador on whether I recommend you should do the same as me and heavily invest in the system with maybe 3 cameras and 9 lenses and just absolutely break the bank in order to make sure that you are part of this beautiful system. And it is a beautiful system. So the start for me was watching landscape photography videos, and I was quite enjoying Nigel Danson's videos. I was watching him quite a fair bit, and he was raving about, proper raving about this Nikon Z system, and I was like, ooh, I feel like I'm missing out. And I had a little bit of money at the time, and I thought, I could get one of those. I should go for the Z7 II because that's the one. And I also went for the 14 to 24 because that also was the best one. I do regret a little bit getting that lens because it was unbelievably eye-wateringly expensive at the time. The Z7 II though was absolutely no regrets. I think if I was going to start again, and if I was going to start into the system, I would get the F4 version, so it's the 14 to 30. Unless of course you're going to be working with this lens. I'm talking primarily as a landscape photographer. So this lens that we're filming on right now has earned its money back tenfold, so it's absolutely not a lens that you should turn down if you are planning to work in properties, wedding, food, that kind of thing, because obviously the f2.8 is going to give you that extra light and all that lovely stuff. And anyway, so the Z7 II I think is a very hard camera to beat, and this one is due for retirement. She's got a problem with the battery door now. Obviously I've been carrying it around on a motorbike and it's sort of got harm now, so when there's a battery in, it just doesn't hold it, and it drops off and turns off and all the rest of it. And yeah, she's been through wars, she's had waves crashed over it, she's been in storms. Yeah, she's served me well. She's been with me for 3 years, and she's been used almost on a daily basis. There's a Z8 that's very appealing, but for the first time ever as a photographer, felt like I had a camera in my hand that was just an extension of myself. If that makes sense to you, it's seamless, it's effortless, the menus are just perfect, it does exactly what you want it to do. It's just the perfect landscape photography camera, and I think if you were to go for a Z8 you would be doing so if you're really heavily into wildlife and you want to do sport and you want to do all these other things. So she's nearly retired. I'm going to keep pushing her till she's broken, and then I'm simply just going to buy another Z7 II. So lenses, I've got some good advice on lenses. Don't do what I do unless you need to, and then you must justify it, I think, because it's very easy to start collecting lenses, and then when they're sat on the shelf for months on end not getting used, you do wonder what their point is. So I just delved into weddings for a little bit. Maybe did 2 or 3, 4. I did quite a lot of stuff with food, and I was also doing things like properties, you know, so for holiday cottages, rentals, that sort of thing. And I was thought, right, I better get myself some primes. So I've got myself the 35, the 85, the 50. I won a Nikon competition actually, and ended up with a voucher for the store, so I bought myself the macro lens. I've used that once, just once. I've had it 8 months. I've used it once. I keep meaning it keeps going in my bag. I'm desperate to try it. I'm just desperate to use it. But the problem that we've got with the Nikon system is there's a perfect lens that comes with the camera already. There's 2 perfect camera lenses. There's the 24 to 120 and there's the 24 to 70, and to be honest, for the price of the 24 to 70, that's the one I've chose. It's the one that I'm most comfortable going out with. If it's to get harmed, it's the cheapest and it's the easiest to replace, and it is unbelievably great quality lenses. It's unbelievably great quality as a lens goes for sharpness. I also, in hindsight, would not have bought any of these prime lenses. I would have stuck with this for weddings as well, because sticking a flash gun on the top of your camera, you don't need that extra light that you're going to get. I'd maybe get 1 prime, I'll be honest. I'd maybe get 1 prime. I went in with the Nikon FTZ adapter as well, and I've got 2 clunky big lenses. So I've got this one, which is this was also for weddings. Very, very difficult for me to bring out with, because it's just so heavy and so cumbersome. But wait till you see this unit. There she is. This is a very, very nice lens. It's very, very good when you're on the side of a valley, but I took it to Scotland recently, and the weight of this thing just absolutely ruined the trip. It just didn't, yeah. So sadly, this is another lens that's not very useful to me. My favourite lens was, where is she? The 24 to 200. Not the sharpest in the book, not the fastest. It's not even got a constant aperture, but it just did everything. The problem I got is the coating on the front has gone. I don't know if you can see that. That's dusty as well, because it's just been sat on the side. But I've been waiting to see if I can get hold of a broken one, because they're quite easy to pop off and you can replace the glass. So I'm keeping my eye on that. But yeah, that's a perfect lens as well. So working, landscape photography, croppability camera, that it's going to do everything that you're going to need, apart from wildlife, that kind of thing. You'll get away with it, but you'd be much better with the Z6 II, which is what we're filming on, or the Z8 if you're going to go that way. Now a fun camera, and it is slowly becoming the camera that comes everywhere with me. It's an annoying camera though. It's clunky. It's not ergonomic in the sense it doesn't fit in your hand perfectly. You have to go through the menus to you know, get to certain things that you need to do, and it's my favourite, and I don't know why. I think the files on it are absolutely amazing. They're just far superior to the Z6 II. There's just something in the photos that are just, yeah, it's just great. I love the dials. I love the way it slows you down, and it's got more of a methodical approach. I love the fact that when people see it, it's a talking point. I feel proud walking around with it, and it's just got everything in terms of making you want to go out and shoot. Would I go and shoot a wedding with it? No, definitely not. I'd take the Z6 II. Would I go and shoot product photography with it? No. I'd take the Z7 II. Would I shoot wildlife with it? Absolutely not. Would I shoot street photography with it? Absolutely yes. Would I carry it around with me everywhere? Absolutely yes. So you get the idea. That's what this camera's really done for me. Is it's echoed into my mind excitement and enthusiasm about photography. When I'm wanting to feel inspired, I carry this around. When I'm wanting to get the job done, I'm carrying this around. And when I'm wanting to get the job done, I'm carrying that one around as well. So lenses, if I was to enter the arena again on the Nikon Z system, I would get the 14-30. I would probably get the 24-200, but I would also get the 24-70, because I think you can do a lot of professional work with this lens, which is not what you can do with that one. This is great for landscape photography. It's sharp enough. It's not fast, but to go and shoot, if you're going to go and do professional work for restaurants, weddings, that kind of thing, I think you'll be doing yourself a disservice by taking this one. But if you're a landscape photographer, this is the perfect companion. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Nikon Z system. Mr. Danson, I will be taking your advice on apples. I think you give some very solid advice on the camera system. Yeah, thank you very much. If you like these videos, please do consider subscribing. Let us know in the comments if you're part of the Z system. Do you have any regrets? What's your favourite lens setup? Do you disagree with me about prime lenses? And also, are you thinking about joining the Nikon Z system, and what are your thoughts? Where are you going with it? Are you thinking the Z8? Are you thinking the Z7 II? Are you thinking the Zf? Yeah, I'd love to chat in the comments about it. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.